What's going on, guys? This is Josh Mordecai back here with another video. We're going to be talking today about the cost of living in Queen Creek, Arizona. Now, Queen Creek is where I live, so we're going to go over some detailed utility bills. We're going to go over the average cost of living based on what's showing on the internet, right? So let's get into that. All right, so there is a cost of living index. So there's a national, and then they also give you based on city or state. So the national average is based on a number of 100. So that's what they base most cities and most states off of. So Phoenix or Arizona as a whole on the cost of living is a 98 out of 100. So that means it's generally below the national average of affordability. Now, Queen Creek, Arizona has its own index as well. That index is 110, so slightly above that 100 national average. Now, let's go through what I'm paying for electric, what I'm paying for gas, garbage, even my mortgage payment. We're going to go through all of that, and you're going to get a real general cost of what everything's going to run. Queen Creek's average income level is around $97,000, which comes out to roughly around $8,000, right? And so on the housing side of things, we talked about that index being a lot higher than the national. Now, their average purchase price is $282,600. That is 53% above the national average of $184,700. So that's what really bumps that index above that 100, and being at 147 on the housing, you're going to expect to pay a little bit more for a house here. All right, so as far as groceries go, we have 3 kids. Me and my wife, our oldest is 6. So we're paying every time we go to the grocery store. We go about once every 2 weeks. We're spending around $200. That's obviously maybe a little conservative, but we have younger kids, and so we're not eating quite as much. So we're spending roughly every month between $400 to $500, depending on the month. All right, so what are you going to expect to pay for transportation? So what I'm going to talk about a little bit is about gas prices. So prices here in Queen Creek for gas, as of today of me shooting this, was $3.05 the gas station down the road. So if I'm completely empty on my truck tank, I'm spending between $65 to $70 per fill up. Okay, so my wife drives a van. So obviously that's going to be a different size tank and gas mileage. She's spending around $40 to $50 on fill up at that price range. All right, so as far as electricity goes, if you're moving here from another state, you're likely going to want to assume you're going to be paying a little bit more, especially in the summertime when it's super hot. Probably not so much in the wintertime, but let's go through my bills. I'm going to show you one in the middle of July, and then I'm also going to show you my one in December. We're going to see the average cost between the two.
We pay SRP for electric here in Queen Creek. So this is January's bill that was billed to us in February. We had lived in the home not quite a full month in December, and so this is the first full month that we had lived here. We paid $67 for the partial month that we lived in December. And so SRP has a few different plans you can actually choose from. You'll see right here, we're on the Easy 3 plan. What this means is they're charging you higher kilowatt energy charges during the hours of 3 and 6 p.m. So they call those peak hours. We use very minimal energy, so we don't run the washer and dryer. We keep all the lights pretty much off most of that time. We don't run the dishwasher. Essentially anything that's going to cost us energy, we keep off during those hours of 3 and 6 p.m., including the AC. So we keep the AC around 80 during those hours. And then if it's not 3 and 6 p.m., we have the AC set at 75. We don't mind it necessarily, but compared to the other plans that they have, depending on your usage personally, we saw that we would have paid between $80 or $100 more on any of the other plans. So let me show you our higher bill through SRP. We actually paid more in August. We paid about $290 in August, but this is $275, and then we paid $218 in June. You'll see I mentioned on the January's bill that there was a difference in the plans per cost. You'll see right here we saved $70 this month on that easy plan. In the last 12 months, we saved around an average of $80. But our house is 2,500 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath. Based on our neighbors that we've talked to and our experience living here, this is exactly what we expected to pay here in the summer months. Now, we don't have a pool, and we're living in a 1-story. So we've talked to people that have pools and larger 2 stories, so 3,000 square feet. They're paying between $400 and $500 a month on their utility bill. So you'll see there's quite an increase. So if you're moving here from a cooler state, you should expect to pay a little bit more than probably what you're paying now. This is who we pay for water and sewer and trash and recycling. You'll see here the breakdown for this month. So we haven't even paid this yet. So this was October's usage. We'll pay this month on the 25th. We owe about $91. So this has stayed pretty consistent since we moved into this house. It's always been between $90 to $100, really depending on how much water we use. But let's move on to the next bill. So Mesa Gas actually covers our area of Queen Creek, and so that's why you see Mesa, Arizona here. But this is our gas bill for the month of October. So we paid $37 in utility charges to Mesa Gas.
So me personally, what did my house cost? So we built a brand new home here in Queen Creek, and we absolutely love it. We ended up locking the price in after upgrades and everything around $314,000 and some change. Now, what are we paying per month? What is our interest rate? I'm going to show you that. We're going to go through that on my actual statement. So let's look into that.
So here is the big whammy. This is the mortgage statement. Now, you won't get many people showing you something like this just because it's too much financial data for people to feel comfortable sharing. I'm more of an open book when it comes to stuff like this. I want people to know exactly what they're getting into and know what to expect. But like I said before, our house we purchased for about $314,000 and some change. That was, we locked in that price on our new build after we got all the upgrades finished and everything. That was probably August or September of 2018. And then we closed on our house on December of 2018 and moved in. So obviously at that time, interest rates were a little bit higher. So you see the interest rate at 5.125%. Eventually we'll end up refinancing that to get a lower payment and a lower interest rate, so we're paying less over time. We put down 5% when we ended up purchasing the house. And so you see our outstanding principal right here, what we've paid it down to. That's kind of what we owe on the house now, but we're paying about $2,000 and some change. Our purchase price of our house was above that median purchase price for Queen Creek, and so we expected to pay a little bit more. But that's kind of an open book again on what I'm paying on all of my utilities, including my mortgage payment. And so that's here in Queen Creek.
All right, hopefully this video helps you decide if Queen Creek's going to be a great area for you and possibly your family to move to. If you end up moving to Queen Creek, I know you're going to absolutely love it, but reach out to me. I'd love to show you around. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day.